In this video, we'll show you how to change the alternator on your Chevy Silverado. You can find it on CarParts.com via the link in the description. For safety reasons, we strongly suggest watching our video on how to replace the Chevy Silverado car battery. Remove the air hoses. To do this, push on the tabs and pull on the hoses. Using a flathead screwdriver, loosen the holding clips of the air intake duct on the airbox. Then remove the hose. You can now see the alternator on your car. In order to remove the alternator, you need to remove the serpentine belt from the alternator pulley. We recommend taking a picture or to draw the path of the belt around the different pulleys in order to position it correctly later. Using a breaker bar in a 1/2-inch drive extension socket, loosen the bolt by turning the serpentine belt tensioner counterclockwise. Then remove it. Disconnect the electrical connector by lifting the tab with a flathead screwdriver. Remove the rubber protection from the positive terminal. Using a ratchet and a 13mm socket, unscrew the nut holding the positive terminal of the alternator. Then remove the positive terminal. Hey, it's Alex from CarParts.com. For great content, our best price, and fast shipping, download the CarParts.com app now. Using a ratchet and a 15mm socket, unscrew the 2 retaining bolts of the alternator. You can now pull out the alternator. If necessary, pry with a crowbar to facilitate handling. You can order the alternator used in the video on CarParts.com via the link in the description. Take the new alternator. Put it back in its place. Then screw the bolts back in roughly by hand. Then tighten until it makes contact with the ratchet. Finish the tightening of the bolts with the torque wrench. Replace the positive terminal. Then screw the nut back on. Finish tightening using a torque wrench. Put the rubber protection back on. Plug the electrical connector back in. You can now put the serpentine belt back in place. Slide the new belt around the different elements, respecting the layout from the initial assembly. To fully put it back in place, lift the serpentine belt tensioner in order to wind the serpentine belt onto all of the pulleys. Then release the belt tensioner to fully extend the belt. Replace the air intake duct. Then screw the hose clamps back on. Reconnect the hoses. Reconnect the battery. Operation complete.